And we're live back here for war number 3 against XMN Phoenix. This is the alliance that I was with last season. Finally cracked 35k prestige. Really happy about that. And this is like, a couple weeks before Cyber Weekend. So that was really exciting. Got the new Spider-Man to rank 4, and that's what pushed me over. X-Men Phoenix likes to target Mystics, and I don't blame him. A lot of the meta defenders are Cosmics, whether you've got Dark Phoenix or Serpent or Deathless Thanos and the like. So here we're going to take Zola on node 9. So this is going to be Hazard Shift. So the goal is to get our buffs up as soon as possible to reduce the ability accuracy of the debuffs. Knew we were going to take a little bit of damage right off the bat. I knew that I needed to be knocking him down when he was at 17 charges or less, just to make it more or less fail-safe, so that I was never in a sticky situation where I could potentially get stunned or him put me to sleep from too many charges. I wanted initially to bait special ones, and then I realized that the disintegration wasn't doing nearly as much damage as I thought initially. So right here we get to 17 charges, and it's like, okay, that's the cue to knock down. So we're going to be taking a little bit of damage from Disintegrate, but he's taking far more damage, and it's much easier to punish his special one, in my opinion. Anyway, we're getting the parries good. I got lucky a couple times where he threw a medium attack or a light attack instead of a special attack. And then his special attacks cost less power, so he's throwing them much more often. So in that sense, it's easier to bait special 2 than special 1. He's at half a bar, you get one combo, and then it's another special 1. Here I can at least get a combo and a half, 2 combos in, and maybe even a special attack before then. He also doesn't benefit from willpower, so he's not healing from my armor breaks. Again, this is just a really safe Angela fight. At SIG 200, I've only got her at rank 3. She's so good as far as her life survivability, that's the word I'm looking for. She is a potential candidate for a future rank 4 once I get all my prestige champs sorted out. So he's going to throw one more special attack. It's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to punish it right off the bat and kill you. Sweet. Awesome. Then we come to the very next fight on Path 9, which is Void. And if you remember from last war, I didn't have a good experience with Void. And Void may or may not come to bite us in the butt in the next war. But for this war, we fix what we did last war, and we turn on Advanced Power Boost, right? So we're going to be purifying. We're going to be using a heavy attack so that we can counter his Unstoppable. We're going to get to Special 2 as quick as possible. I didn't use Power Back Boosts because I didn't want to cross a bar of power in the middle of a Special 2 because then he'd be indestructible, right? So right here, we're going to launch that. We're going to push him close to 2 bars of power, but since his power focus is 1, he's not gaining nearly as much power as he would have otherwise. So there he triggers the indestructible. I was hoping to kill him before he triggers it a second time, but we extended out that parry and that combo, and we got him down fairly easily. And we've got potions that we can use, so we're not too worried about that. This next fight, I get to use Jean, and Jean Grey has become one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite champions. She's got her protection, she's got her immunity to reverse controls, she's got crazy neural shock, she can bypass miss, and then she's got burst damage on Special 2 that's off the charts if you have her high enough sig that her passive neuros from the Special 1 last long enough. Which was my plan eventually, to go Special 1 into Special 2, until I saw him down to low enough health that I realized that just doubling up Special 1s was more than enough. So I don't do the best job dexing his Special 1. I know everybody was trying to learn that. I was a little bit behind the curve. But that's okay because we counter miss anyway, so we're not too worried about that as long as he isn't throwing his heavy attacks with the evade triggering. Now, since he's got his invisibility on cooldown, we're safe, we're good. And I've only thrown one special one, and he's already nearly at 50% health. And it's like, okay, cool. So we're just going to do that again so that we don't push him too high. What I could have done is equip the relic right there and heavy attack canceled into special 2. But as you can see, he's just absolutely melting. And my health bar is going nowhere. If anything, it's going back up to 100. There it is. Almost a full yellow bar. We took yellow bar a couple times. Yeah, just an absolute killer. One of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite. Next fight is going to be High Evolutionary, and he also kicked us in the butt last war. So this time what we're going to do is use another advanced power boost. It sucks that we're needing to burn through gray boost as much as we are, but the daily quests make it easier to replenish them, and I just need to get better about using a gray boost for every fight that's needed. So we're going to get out of the way so that we can purify all the debuffs. We're going to alternate our combos. We're going to be able to block his unblockable attacks. He has the severe debuffs, which makes him unblockable. So we're doing our best to make sure we have some charges so that we don't lose them all, because taking a combo would be absolutely horrible. Now, as far as the auto block Mixed Master combo goes, the hit that punishes his special 2 does not count towards that. So you can keep that in mind. If your last attack you used was a medium and then you punish with a medium, that's not going to trigger his auto block, thankfully. And now we're in Frenzy and we can block his unblockables, and then one more special 2 and he's done for. It's simply that easy using advanced power boost, which is something I should have done last war and I just didn't, unfortunately. So now we're going to come to the only mini boss fight that we had this war, and that's Angela. And I told myself I wasn't going to parry, and instinct still, I parried right off the bat. This is an extremely sketchy fight. For one, I have to get very quickly up to enough debuffs to lose or hinder the ability accuracy of the debuffs, and I think that's 3. So I have the dexterity and I'm only hitting into her block, so that does help. But she doesn't want to cooperate this fight, and you'll see that in a little bit. I get in the corner and it gets extremely sketchy for a second. So one count on the shield that we still have to spin an entire combo into block, which is annoying. Anyway, it was debatable whether or not to bait special 1 or special 2 more. As you can see, I miss a dex there. And then I just keep swiping back over and over and over again, and she's not throwing this dang special, and it's horrible. And it's almost as if she has the sentience enough to know that she's going to push me all the way into the corner, and there's very little I can do about it. So thankfully, there's enough space that I can hit block, and at least get a couple more swipes. And finally, she throws it. But then it's like, okay, now she's going to parry me, and I'm going to be losing health like crazy. And I don't know what I'm going to do because she still has her shield, and I can't get that down unless she swipes back into block. But she knows I'm in the corner, so she's going to just, not quit attacking me. Thankfully, I get up to special 3, and there I can actually get some spacing going, which is insanely clutch. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I've got the space now. There's no way I'm going to die in this fight. I know it looks really grim. I've got like 27% health. I was like, but we're going to be a killer. We're going to push through because we've got this. Angela is tanky enough, and she's going to be hitting hard once we get those furies in. We just have to stay focused. We have to stick to what we know. We're going to get heal blocked, and of course that's going to suck. We're going to be ticking down a little bit due to debuffs. I still don't know why those debuffs are popping up, because I have so many buffs on me right now. It's crazy. It's absolutely horrible. So now we have to halt our attacks. We have to make sure that we're getting her shield down. Still not looking the best because I'm low on health. It's like, okay, any slip-ups could be the absolute end. But that's not a problem, because if you're in the mindset that you're going to win, it makes it easier to actually win, because then you focus and you can think ahead and know exactly how this fight's going to go from here on out. And it's like, okay, I have to stick to these things. I have to hope that she doesn't, pause and refuse to throw a special, push me all the way in the corner. That was a very rare instance, and it probably wasn't going to happen again. So thankfully, we get her down completely. No deaths at all this war. 5 fights taken. Against my former alliance, it felt amazing. We ended up winning this war. We didn't have our best death ratio. I think we still had 13 deaths, which isn't a lot, but still, we're pushing to try to get it under 10. Because we can do it. We got 12 the first war. Always improving. We got this. I'll see you for next war.